Did you hear about the man who stole a calendar?
No.
He got 12 months.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Breaking Down the Tape. I'm your host, Zach.
Zach? We combined it. We like fusion, like fucking Goku and
That's what you get when you drink energy drinks, nicotine. You didn't drink my nicotine, and beer, and only 4.5 hours of sleep. So, anyway, this week we've got some divisional football to go over. We've got a super fun host that we're about to give a call in a second, John Seaton. If you haven't seen him on TikTok, you need to.
Yeah, the man he's funny. He's funny. He's a genuine dude.
Yeah,
he got some very good inspirational and motivational videos out there. Gotta definitely look him up. He's gonna be good
for sure. He's on Instagram as well. His Instagram is more like weightlifting and his journey through, because he's a D1 defensive tackle at Elon down there in North Carolina. So from Jersey boy, I believe.
Shout out to the Northeast.
The Dirty Jers.
Jers.
So super excited to have him on. Hector and I are still drinking Yingling, for those of you keeping track of what we drink. But this weekend, don't show it to the mic. Show it to the camera there, baby. I said what I said. Engraved. We got the plaque behind us. We're becoming super official.
We got Breaking Down the Tape.
Yeah, boy. And then, like I said, we're going to be talking a lot of football. There is some big storylines to come out of this. Obviously, AFC, NFC championships are set. Let's
right before, like Zach said before, shout out to Pop's Trophies for these.
Yes.
Hopefully in weeks to come, maybe get him on here. Yeah, to hear about how he does his business, and he's a huge sports fan himself.
For sure.
And he's a good friend of ours from high school.
Yeah.
So local business supporting. So
yep. Shout out to Pop's Trophies, like Hector said. You know, if you're local to us, definitely for all of your trophy and beer stein and engraving needs, definitely go check them out. We love supporting small business. So I don't have a fancy jingle in between, so you're just gonna have to wait like 0.2 seconds for me to go give John a call and get him on here.
Pouring a beer
right
into the mic.
That was a shitty beer pour, though. That's how we have to start this segment, with the world's worst beer pour.
Wow. Well,
how dare you do this to the fans?
It's the same amount that you left in your cup.
Right, but my head wasn't that bad.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it. Come on, don't say that. We're about to Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, sorry, John. This is how we're starting this week, bud.
I got my purified water.
Anyway, so, like we said in the last segment, we just want to welcome John Seaton, D1 defensive tackle out of Elon and the head of the Big Boy Council, if you haven't seen him on TikTok. Super excited as a member of the Big Boy Council myself to have you on, John. Say hello to the fans, bud.
What's going on, guys? Big pleasure to be here. Big thanks to Zach and crew for bringing me on. Thank you guys so much. Really excited to get into it.
Awesome, man. So, honestly, to start, I got some notes here, man. On Instagram, you got 21 and a little over 21,000 followers. On TikTok, I think you crossed the 700,000 mark.
Yeah, man. The other day, hit that 700K, bro. 700 clip coming for the moon this year.
I give it no doubt by the not even halfway point of this year, you're going to hit that.
For sure, man. I mean, if you guys haven't watched him on TikTok, it's hysterical. It's why I found you, John. I think you're hysterical. I think, the tips that you give big boys like myself are key to surviving in this world, not only on a football field, but in the dating scene and stuff like that. I've seen you on Pelt Talk. I've seen you on the Missed Call podcast. So shout out to those guys for having you on. I thought those were great episodes that you showed up on, man.
Honestly, 100%. I'm just really happy and blessed to be where I'm at, man. Just found the voice for giving out content and advice for people, and just took it and ran with it when I had the chance. And there's not really too many big guys who play college football that are in the sort of limelight, I guess. But there was a little bit of a void. I thought I'd be able to fill it a little bit, and that's where we are now, man. We're just nose down, just forward. grinding for it.
Totally. And I actually spoke to Zach about this before, and I was like, social media is such a huge platform now, and like if you can get that one video, that one stream, that anything to just blow up, and then it just changes your life.
It does, bro. I mean, I'm in a way different spot than I was last year. Just gonna continue to try to improve, man. At this point, trying to make a career out of it.
For sure. And a little bit later on, I definitely want to get into Quincy as a little bit of a teaser, and your career, what you want to do with your career and stuff. But before we get into all of that, before you got to Elon, I did my research on you, obviously, and you tore your ACL in high school, man. Can you tell us a little bit about that and coming back from that?
Yeah, I mean, I got a gnarly scar to show forward on my left leg. It's so good, though. So I was playing ball down for the national team. I was in Texas, and stepped wrong on the play, got cut blocked. We were in shorts, and he bent the wrong way, felt a couple rips and snaps, and I was like, oh, all right, doesn't hurt now. But then I got up, and you know how like your knee works like this?
Yeah.
It folded down in there, and I was like, ooh, something's wrong, bro. We're done for a little bit. But I think the biggest part about tearing my ACL, bro, was that it taught me how to work hard. It taught me.
It's such a long process, a long recovery process. Yeah. And it's a lot to take on mentally. Yeah. So
absolutely.
It definitely would change. I would hope, definitely change you.
Yeah, like that kind of injury is either going to make or break, who you are as an athlete. It really taught me, how to chip away at something that I wanted. It taught me how to see a farther end goal, but try to accomplish smaller ones on the way towards that. I feel like it did change me for the better, because trust me, it made me work a whole lot harder. And I feel like if I didn't tear my ACL, I probably wouldn't be playing football at the level I'm at now. So I mean, it was a blessing in disguise, honestly.
That's what I was about to say, man. Silver linings. And real quick on a small diatribe here, it's one thing to talk about physically recovering from something like that. I mean, you're young, your body's going to heal, whether you go back to the same level or above the level or whatever, that may be, your body's going to heal.
Absolutely.
But mentally, to be able to, as a kid, no disrespect intended, but, as a kid, to be able to push through that and mentally recover and go on to play D1 football, man, that's amazing. And I definitely want to get into a little bit of your story. I've heard you say you're a PWO, a preferred walk-on. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So being a preferred walk-on, some schools it's a little different, but one thing I really do like about what Elon does is that they treat you the exact same. No matter if you're a walk-on, scholarship player, preferred walk-on, there's a couple different levels to what you call a walk-on versus preferred walk-on, because there's a couple of walk-on guys here who are true walk-ons, and hats off to them because they work their ass off coming in on super short notice time.
Sure, yeah.
But being a PWO, I'm treated the same as anybody else is here. I pay to go to school, but I mean, everyone has to go through that little bit of struggle. But man.
Hey, even I mean, no matter how you get there, being a walk-on, a preferred walk-on, you got the scholarship, full ride, whatever, just to be able to show your talents to a D1 level, it's awesome. It's just awesome.
100%. Exactly. And it's funny. One thing I say is I'm not talented at all. I just work hard. It's just.
That's the best part. What else do you want on the team? It's just a bunch of people that work hard.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was never of course, when I was younger, I was always the biggest kid. But going through high school, then everybody caught up, and at that point, it was really just, especially with that injury, it was look, if you want to do something, make something out of your career, and not end up like every other person in your hometown who is still stuck in high school football and stuck in all those kind of memories. You gotta work your tail off to really make something of it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, quick question. You are Jersey boy, right?
I am, man.
Do you go back home and visit? Do you, or is your family gone from Jersey?
No, I still go back home and visit. I went back for, I was back between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That was a while I was back. But over the time I was home, I was really just working on my craft. I wasn't really spending too much time hanging out with people because There's no disrespect to anybody from my hometown who I grew up with, because those are people who I hold near and dear to myself. But there comes a point where most of them are gonna have to fade away.
You got to cut ties with a few, with nothing, no hard feelings.
There's an interesting quote I read somewhere. I can't remember. It was sometimes you got to burn the bridges to improve the island, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, look.
I mean, you could still you could stay friends and talk.
Yeah.
It's just you don't have to see each other all the time.
Exactly. People are like, oh, where you been at? Why you disappear off the face of the earth? It's like, I'm trying to do something bigger than what this town can offer.
I had to see if you're still visiting. We're a New York state of mind ourselves.
Yeah, so that's the question, man. Is it like North Jersey? We're talking like Paramus, or we talking in
straight Central Jersey, bro? It's a thing.
So there's redeemable qualities. At least you're not from North Jersey. So that's
man. I'm straight Central Jersey. My town, Hillsborough, is the town. It's like there's Princeton, then there's Montgomery, and then there's Hillsborough. Like
we got a Montgomery.
Yeah, right down the road.
Right down the road.
Yeah.
So talk to us, man. Is football always something you wanted to play as a kid, or is it just you were the biggest guy, so you figured you'd get pushed into football?
So it started off with me going to my brother's games when he was in high school.
Okay.
And I just love the atmosphere, all that kind of stuff. I got so many memories of us just sitting there, being freezing cold, you can see breath in front of your face, but you just see a bunch of people cracking heads on the and after that, I always wanted to play. Unfortunately, his career got cut short because he had a shoulder injury, something like that. And then I just took the reins from there, found the sport, loved it, and then really just kept going on with what we had to do. In high school, middle school football was the most fun I ever had in my life. I'm sorry, it was great because
after like
we shat on everybody.
High school, you're trying to build yourself for a college degree or something, a college scholarship, and then from there, either your aspirations are for the NFL or other directions or whatever. But middle school is like you're just playing to crack heads and have fun.
Bro, middle school was fun as hell because I was in middle school. I was like 5'10", like 285. So like, couldn't nobody like touch me. I was running. Not even that, bro. I was playing tackle at that point. I was running people over. Those are some of the most fun memories. We were the number one team in New Jersey at that point.
There you go.
We dumped on everything.
We do have some power squads.
And then,
no offense, it's still Northeast football, man. You go down to Texas and shit, man.
Hey, bro. Listen, there's some Texas Bulls on this team. There's some Bulls from the South on this team. Everybody hit the same. So I mean.
Fair point.
So hitting with high school, any key crazy stats, plays, memories that you like really, really like? First thing that pops in your mind, that's the ones that you like remember the most.
Yeah, I got two. So it's a rivalry game my junior year, and we come out of halftime. We're up, but like we need to put the dagger in to put this game away. There's an unreasonable amount of people there. We had to start going on like silent counts and like the little clap count because it was just too loud. And in Jersey, that's like unheard of.
Right.
That Hillsborough Bridgewater rivalry, man. Big shouts to that because that's always it's like the Army Navy game.
Sure.
Of like everybody's going to fight and die for the country. Like tons of respect to them, but like I'm saying, it's so clean, but we just hate each other. So we're coming out. We're in an inside zone play. I'm the seal block. I'm on the inside. I spring it. We spring the play. It's a smooth 75 yards just off a regular inside zone run. The whole stadium is going nuts. The screws in my helmet. I'm getting goosebumps now just talking. The screws in my helmet were rattling, and I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh my god! Like this is fun, man!" Like that was a cool experience. The second one, we're playing against the number one recruit in the country, Antonio Alfano. He's in the class of 2019, went to Bama. He's got a couple on that. Big shouts to that guy, man. He's persevered through a lot, honestly. But we are tied with, they're beating us by one. They're beating us 25-24 with 2 seconds left. And they're trying to just punt it away, get rid of it. So they snap the ball, fumble the snap, and we hop on it. And our kicker is his first ever football game.
Oh shit!
Our kicker comes in there, 40 yards out. Kid drills it down the middle. That was probably one of my favorite memories. There's a video on it. If you look up Hillsborough Colonial, there's a video on YouTube. There's a video of it somewhere. It is insane. But
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, we definitely got to go find that and then post that.
Yo, for sure. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to tell you, as a lineman, there is nothing better than making that crisp block, that sprint, that run. I remember, quick story time. We were playing Monroe Woodbury at Monroe Woodbury,
which is our dominant state champion over here in New York.
All the time, like year after year, state champions. So we go into this game. We know we're gonna just get wrecked. There's no way in hell. Like we win like 2 games a year. Like we had a sucky high school.
Some senior year.
So it was our senior year actually. So we go into this game. And we're like, we're coming out at halftime, and we're only down by 7, which is absurd because we should be just getting destroyed.
Correct. But we had that new crack block play that just kept working.
That's exactly what it was. We kept running the inside trap, and I was always the trap man. So I'm not a big dude. In high school, I was like 5'6", 5'7". I've never been big. That's why I played interior guard. Tiny little dude, like 280. No, I was only like 220 in high school. But I was good at pulling and trapping. And I remember I hit this deep tackle and just completely ended it. He never saw it coming, and I completely wrecked him. And the ref comes up to me like, "Fuck, here I go. We just sprung it for like a 50-yard run. We're coming back in this game, and now he's gonna throw a flag for like an illegal block, crack. I don't know, man." And he just comes over. He's like, "Good hit, 6'6". And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome."
Yeah, man. Oh my god, I got a couple of ref stories too, bro. I remember one. I asked the ref to watch for the high-low block because I was getting double teamed and hit up high to the center, and I was having the guard cut me in my knees because I guess they watched film or something. I don't know.
That's the worst.
I asked him. He's like, "Just because you get," and we're getting blown out in this game. He's like, "Just because you're getting beat doesn't mean I'm going to call it." And I was like, "Just because there's a ring on your finger doesn't mean your wife still loves you." But
Bazinga!
I almost got kicked out of that game, but that was funny, man. That's probably
one. I ask you. I know this isn't on the list here that we sent you to prepare, but did you ever say some dumb shit on the line?
In what regard? Like something that's gotten me 15 yards, or like
no, not to like
something funny.
Like when we were in high school, the line was the dumbest place to play, right? Because I'd always say some stupid shit to the defensive tackles, right? I'd always be like, "Yo, you want to go out tonight?" And like, kisses or bark at them or meow, just stupid shit for no reason other than I gotta stand here for like 3 seconds in a 3-point stance, so I'm just gonna be an asshole while I'm miserable.
I mean, I've made friends with plenty of kids that I played against.
Oh, sure.
I mean, like, yeah, you meet some really cool people on the line and stuff like that, because we're sitting there, we're like, all right, while everybody else behind is trying to figure out what the hell to do, I guess we'll just talk to the guy across from you.
Right.
At that point.
Parties all the time. I'd invite people from the other team over, like, "Yo,
hell yeah.
No fucking around, like, dead ass, you want to come over to a party tonight?" He's like, "Yeah, you're on the other team." I'm like, no, like, I'm not going to try and mess with you.
And you know what?
We're doing pretty cool. You want to come over?
I'm not a big boy. I'm the same height and weight that I have been since the 9th grade. I am 5'9", 175 pounds. So I was just a receiver in a corner, safety sometimes.
I know y'all out there saying stupid shit.
I'm just saying, when it's one-on-one, whichever side of the ball that I'm on, offense or defense, when it's one-on-one, we're over there, and all you have is the ref on the other on the end of the line with you, and there's no one else to talk to. Those conversations get weird.
Really?
We already wander into the realm of I do not want to know.
We talk some crazy shit out as wide receivers in corners. Like, yeah, we get competitive, but then there's times when, like, you're joking with each other, and it's just us over there.
I don't.
Yeah, true. I mean, I can imagine, man. Like being on the O line and D line, you really can't hear anybody outside of like a 3-foot box of you.
For sure.
Because I played center, so I had if they're running an even front, I'd have 2 guys just to screw around with, I guess. I mean,
right.
A lot of times I'd walk out there first, I'd say just something weird as hell. I'd be like, yeah, if it was hot, I'd be like, "That's a real scrotum hanger out today, man." What's going on? No, bro.
Hey, man, it's part of the game. You get inside their heads, you say some weird shit, and they're not ready for that snap.
Or sometimes you walk out there, you just completely rip one, and you're just like, "Yo, who shit themselves, bro?" You completely pin it on somebody else.
I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not have caused a false start or two because I've shit myself.
What I used to do, this is getting into like some unopened files type what I used to do is I figure out if I farted at some point in my quarterback's cadence and I'd like shotgun snap the ball, I'd be able to send like a missile back into his It's just like,
Yo,
The level of petty that has to be. Like, you know, your quarterback doing stuff.
he'd be dropping back. He'd be dropping back out of the shotgun. He'd be like, F-U-C-N, because he's just gone.
Speaking of people cursing you out, so I brought you in as the head of the Big Boy Council. I've heard you call yourself, be called Papa Seaton, but Hector dug back and did some research and found out that you're called something else, apparently, from high school.
Honey Buns?
Honey Bun, man. Yeah, bro. The Honey Bun nickname is never going to go away. It's always going to be a thing. At this point,
I'm not gonna lie. High school nicknames usually stick around more than anything with really close friends and stuff.
Facts.
And they usually have a really good story to it. So I need to know.
all right, so my sophomore year, we're sitting in like this like team bonding kind of thing in the auditorium after practice. It's like the middle of training camp. Everybody's bogged down. I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, bro. And at this point, I'm like a smooth like 340, 350. So I was toting some weight, man. Like, and then somebody like they went up there with like a poem. Kid plays an actor now. Shout out to my boy Chuck. He goes he goes up there, recites a poem, and I'm not paying attention. All I hear is something Seaton looks really fun. Something honey bun, and then everyone just lost it, and then I stuck for the rest of high school. I got down to 270 before my senior year, 265, 270, and I was still getting called honey bun. So I mean, at that point, I knew it was bad when people on the other team was like, "Hey, yo, honey bun." I was like, "Are you?" Can't shake it. But at this point,
Getting a pancake, you're getting a pancake, you're getting a pancake.
It's funny as hell. All my high school stories are on the O-line. I play D-line in college now. Makes no sense, but it is what it is.
Hey, man, I get it. I got called Smurf in like 5th grade, and I've been Smurf ever since. I'm now almost 29 years old, and all of my OG friends still call me Smurf. So,
Smurf, Papa Smurf,
anything like that, yeah, I get it, bro.
I got you, man. All the coaches up here call me Papa Seaton, especially the strength staff, man, because they tell me I look like an old man because I wear white socks and white shoes to lift.
Hey, it's whatever makes you comfortable
It's
to
that
lift.
big boy drip, bro.
It is the big boy drip. Thank you.
I got you.
Exactly.
All right, so when it comes to, I think we kind of heard the story behind the TikTok sensation starting up. Like, you want to go over that again?
Yeah, man. So it's the beginning of quarantine, and my girl at the time was like, "Yo, download TikTok," and I was like, "Absolutely not."
So firmly against it.
I know, because you're just not in the 21st century.
I was like, "Absolutely not. Why would I ever make dancing videos? I'm gonna get bullied." He's like, "You don't make dancing videos," and I'm like, "All right, let me download it and just see." I'm sitting there scrolling through. I'm like, "Damn, this stuff's kind of funny, bro." And like I had made like Snapchat stories and stuff in the past. It was like where it's gotten a whole bunch of responses. Like people would add me on Snapchat to see my stories because they got funny. Like they were super funny at some point. And I was just like, you know what? Whatever. Let's just make a video. So I put one up, me like redoing old challenges during quarantine. I was sitting, I was like, damn, if I just put part 1 here as if I'm gonna ever do a part 2, maybe people will follow me. And then I put it up, nothing happened for a while. I put up a couple other videos, just whatever. And then I remember it was like 2 weeks after I posted it. I woke up, the video popped at like 30,000 views. I was like, whoa, what the hell? I was like, 30,000 people saw my stuff. And I was like, this is a lot of people. And then over the next just couple of weeks, it blew up and then ended out at like 800, 900,000 views. And I was just like, damn, bro, what the hell's going on here? And then after that, I dropped football teams like SpongeBob characters and rappers and stuff, all that good stuff, and
Right.
too. So I mean, I guess I just tried to compile as much good content while I had content that was going up, just to try to like see if it could slingshot it almost.
Sure.
What clicks in your head to come up with some of this stuff? Like, how do you come up with this shit? Like, I was just watching a few videos before we even jumped on here, and I was crying.
Dude, so most of my best videos, I've been sitting there taking a shit, just like, you know what?
Contemplating.
Maybe this will work. It's like shower thoughts, but I feel like for big boys, it's shit thoughts. Like my best,
Speak to my soul, brother.
yeah, man, like my best like ideas come on the toilet, and I'm sorry, but it just does.
And Nah, I trust me. You're speaking to my soul. I get it.
Absolutely.
All right, man. So we've definitely touched on it. I know, in case people haven't picked up on it by now, you played D1 football at Elon. So tell me, especially in COVID, man, tell me what that looks like.
So it's getting tested a lot. You gotta lift with a mask on. Thankfully, we don't gotta run too much with a mask on. At one point, we did. That was terrible.
That's gotta be awful.
But I mean, it's not too different. Your meetings are a little weird because you're all social distance out. But I guess since I haven't really experienced like what it's like without it, it's not too hard going into it.
Okay.
And I feel like once this whole thing is over, it'll almost be like being a freshman again, if that makes sense. Because I'll be like, damn, so this is how it was done before, like all this hit. And,
Right. You'll be relearning the process.
Yeah, I mean, because we've been put on pause before because people have gotten it and whatnot, but nothing too bad, which is all right. But
good.
So then, how do you, with the whole COVID and everything changing, like how do you balance your TikTok, your practices, your classes, everything that COVID's hitting you with?
I think it's almost like a help towards it because like COVID might honestly make it easier because you have like some sort of stability to lean back on.
Okay.
And some sort of stability to like just put your head down into and just it almost helps you forget about it in a way because you're like, I'm not thinking about what's going on in the world right now. I'm thinking about what I have to do today. And it's definitely different, like of course, but it's almost like a space of normalcy in like the amount of like in like all the chaos that's going on.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I mean, I did not play D1 football. I did not even go to a D1 school.
I went D2, and I played with Shane. Shane, our quarterback, me and my high school quarterback went to the same D2 college in Pennsylvania. If you've ever heard of it, East Stroudsburg.
East Stroudsburg, I know that is. I got a couple friends that go there.
I went there to run track. Actually, I was a state track runner for high school.
Gotcha.
And my quarterback in high school ended up getting a scholarship to be the quarterback at East Stroudsburg. And then midway through his junior year, he converted over to a tight end.
I can see it. So Shane's built like Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh yeah, in high school he was 6'3", like 215. There's videos of him trucking corners over on QB sneaks and shit.
Quarterback trays was a thing that we ran quite often.
That's sick, man.
Making my fat ass all the fucking time. I was not happy. I was pissed every time he'd get back to the huddle. Quarterback tray, I'm like, yo, Shane, fuck off with this shit. I'm tired of it. I'm done with this. I know I'm the smallest lineman here, but I'm done with it.
I'm telling you, the QB sneak in high school, bro, for us was ridiculous. I swear we're the best team in the state at getting 1 yard. Because all we do, I get down like that 4-point Army-Navy stance because I played center in high school. I just snap. I snap between my legs. Kid would get the snap, just grab the back of my shoulder pads, and we
go on a long run.
Hey, man, we had an 11-yard QB sneak on a 4th and 1, and we scored. That was probably it was against the last year's state champion. Hey man, I ain't gonna say it wasn't. I didn't say it was either. You feel me?
I got you. So, you've kind of brought up in previous interviews and on Instagram and TikTok a lot that you don't really want to play in the NFL. Can you elaborate on that? So maybe not on that so much, but what do you want your future to be? You kind of hinted at it before.
Yeah, man. So I want my future to be a mix of social media consulting, putting out my own content, and then I'm actually a political science minor. So
boy!
Yes, sir. I got you. It's tough, man. I actually came in here as a major for it, but I was like, you know what? I want to shift a little bit. I want to do strategic communication so I can get into social media and all that kind of stuff. And
sure.
So the ultimate end goal is to have multiple streams of income from multiple different sectors of content that I want to do. I want to be able to work with political campaigns, whether that's localized at the state level or even at the national level. I want to be able to create visual content for them. And I want to be able to hopefully help calm the shitstorm of ads that's made up the political landscape today. But yeah, man, I wanna be able to. I like making things. I like putting ideas down, and I feel like through the best video or the best medium that I am able to create through is video. So I mean, yeah, man, whether it's behind the scenes, me being in front of the camera, doesn't matter to me too much. I want to be able to reach out, impact, and inspire people. Hopefully,
that's smart, man. Good for you. That's awesome.
You have a very imaginative, fun, crazy outlook on things. So I think that like you can come up with some awesome things in the future.
Sure. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
And I gotta ask about it. So Hector doesn't know much about it, but
I know where this is
how's Quincy doing, bro?
Quincy's chilling, bro. I saw him the other day, man.
So how can you tell Quincy? So first of all, tell the fans who Quincy is, because I feel like we're in on the joke and they have no idea.
So Quincy's a fucking squirrel. And yeah, man. So it was really cold one day heading after practice. I'm coming back to the crib, coming back to the spot, and he's sitting there. He's just soaked in rain. It's like 40 degrees outside, and I was just like, damn, bro. Just like does a little squirrel hop thing up to me, and I'm like, what you want me to do, man? I'm like, it's like, all right. Took my backpack off, had an extra shirt in there, wrapped around my hand, dried the little dude off, and then like he followed me home for a little bit. So I picked him up, just walking with a squirrel in my hand. And like, there were a bunch of girls that were like, oh my God, it's a squirrel! And I was like, yeah, we live on a campus where the name is Oak in Hebrew. Like, there's and yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. It was a cool little fun experience. So hops left me once in a while.
I got two questions then. A, how do you tell Quincy apart from the other squirrels? And B, does that mean that Quincy is part of the big boy drip? Is that how that works?
Quincy is a smooth amount of big boy drip. I can tell that from the other squirrels because he doesn't run away from me. He just, I don't even know. He literally just like standing there looking at me. I'm like, oh, that's my dude. Like,
right on.
That's awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want a pet squirrel on campus?
Bro, so at Lyco, so I went to Lycoming College in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And that place had plenty of squirrels too, but they did not give a fuck. There was no running from you, and they were rabid too. They attacked you. They were not coming up to you all cute and shit. This was not a Disney movie. They would run your ass over and come right after you.
Oh hell no, bro. I don't know. I don't know what kind of deal y'all got up there, all that northeast pollution or something like that. That nigga part of the normal, bro.
All right. So we want to start hitting some real good content here. We got some obviously the playoffs just the divisional rounds just ended. We want to get some thoughts on some of these games. So Zach, you want to take this Packers-Rams right here?
Yeah, man. So obviously for the fans who haven't watched, need to, because it was a good game despite the score. Packers win 32-18 over the Rams. Did you happen to watch the game? Did you have any thoughts?
I did. And I thought the biggest, if I could have a saying for this game, is that there's levels to this shit. There is levels to this shit, bro. Because Jalen Ramsey is a damn good defensive back. Damn good. But when you have the scheming of the Packers offense, Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball, and Devontae Adams catching the ball, bro, like there's no way you can consistently just be who Jalen Ramsey is. I think Jalen Ramsey is very good at taking away a lot of big name receivers, but
Adams is a whole different beast.
Yeah.
With that, and to your point, they just coached around him. I mean, on the Devontae Adams touchdown, they gave a motion to the left and then sprint motion back to the right, confirming that they're in man, and Ramsey has to fight through fucking 11 players to get back to the right 3-yard essential screen.
Did you see Adams' comments afterwards?
No.
He told the press that he said, I am not like any other receiver you covered this season.
Right.
You're going to follow me everywhere and then have to try to cover me.
Yeah. Like, I think the Packers, I don't know who the offensive coordinator is. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
I don't know either.
Whoever that is, that man needs a friggin' raise. Because if you can scheme the score against Jalen Ramsey, bro, hey, bro, I mean, that's good stuff, man. Also, my man Cam Akers.
Yeah?
blowing up.
Akers got me some good points of fantasy.
Cam Akers. Shout out to Cam Akers, bro.
Now, talking D-line, I thought with the Packers left tackle tearing his ACL and missing the rest of the season, that Aaron Darnold was going to line up and destroy that side of the line, and he was missing the whole game.
So the thing about the Packers' offensive line is they have almost reinvented what it is to pass block, at least on the outside. If you see a lot of people who pass block on the outside try to run that inside hand and then the outside hand, but the way the Packers do, it's almost like an encircling motion with their arms. I don't know. I watched a video on it at some point. I was like, damn, this is crazy. But you also got to take into account that Aaron Donald was hurt. He was playing through a lot, man. I mean, at that point, like, if I'm playing through torn rib cartilage, bro, it's going to hurt, man. I can't even.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, adrenaline can only take care of so much. Yeah, that was better pour for me.
Shitty ass no top.
But no, that adrenaline can only take care of so much pain.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many plays he was out for, but you could tell there was a significant missing presence in the middle of that line for sure.
100%. I think even like the mental effect of like, damn, Aaron's not out here, bro. Like, geez, something must be wrong with him. Like, I feel like you're just worrying about your teammate at that point. You're not super locked in, laser focused.
Now on the Packers side, and Zach typed this up. He typed it up before we jumped on, but I just want to like make it a little bazinga to Zach because we've had this conversation in previous episodes where he rode Patty Mahomes as MVP, and I was riding A-Rod this whole year for MVP.
Yeah.
So Zach has written down "Can't Stop A-Rod."
He's
a bad man.
Dude, he's peaking at the right time, bro. I mean, like, I'm sitting here, he's smirking before the play happens, and he proceeds to just throw bombs to people, man. Like, he's setting it up all game. And I think that's also, like, a big attribute to the Packers receivers because they can block off the line of scrimmage, man. They fly their ass off when it comes to the run game, bro. And that's what schemes them open for deep shots late in the game. They're sitting there waiting a second. You come up, someone's going to fake block and bye. Like, see ya.
It's a missile for an arm.
Yeah.
It's effortless. His throwing motion is effortless as hell.
Yeah, with pinpoint accuracy. And I mean, it's crazy because he goes out at the age that he is and does what he does and then goes home and drinks like a glass of straight tequila. It's absurd.
Yeah.
Absurd.
I mean, if it works,
and we're drinkers, but that shit's crazy.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Amen.
That bad man.
So let's move on to the Bills and the Ravens.
So with the Bills and the Ravens, I watched both. Like, I watched the Packers-Rams games, and I watched the Bills-Ravens game. I watched the Chiefs-Browns, and when we get to the Bucs-Saints, I got drunk and mad. I got drunk and mad because I was betting, and that was the one that I lost. But with the Bills-Ravens, 17-3, the score doesn't really dictate of how the entire game kind of went.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I thought it went how it should have went because I had the Bills completely riding that one out.
I didn't think I was more surprised that we didn't see like a lot more deep shots. Cause don't the Ravens like to run like usually one high and then man up in the front?
Correct.
I feel like they like to stack the line of scrimmage, play man, be like, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us like man to man. I was surprised that I didn't see Josh Allen let it rip a little bit more. But anyway.
Generally, you're right. They do run single high man to man, but can you really do you blame them for switching it up against Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen? I mean,
not at all.
Although Josh Allen isn't your stereotypical speed running quarterback, he still moves and he can lead his team in rushing, and you need to stop that. So man is dangerous when you have your DBs turning their back, and single high against Stephon Diggs is just begging for trouble.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'm with that.
I still expected like John said, I expected the Bills to try to like put up the numbers they've been putting up the last recent weeks. Like really just fucking like burn it up and be like, yo, Chiefs, I'm coming for you. Because that's ultimately what it's gonna come down to.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah, the Ravens played great defense. The Bills only scored one offensive touchdown. Aside from a 101-yard pick six.
Yeah.
This is a 1-point game, or it's 1-score game.
Yeah. I mean, that score definitely didn't dictate how close the game was.
No.
I think, honestly, the thing I was most excited about that game for me was everybody donating to Lamar Jackson's, that charity, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw that late, too.
The Bills Mafia, so we're Jets fans, if you haven't picked that up.
Sadly.
I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm now down.
No, we getting this guy off the show.
I didn't do my research well enough. How the fuck did
You from Jersey, bro? Come on.
I was born into it, bro.
Man.
Got hella family from up there.
John, you've deceived me. You don't often. I don't think I've seen.
This is the question though. Are you a true Patriots fan, or did you leave when Tom Brady left?
I didn't leave when Brady left. What the hell? I'm still sticking through it, man.
All right.
I got nobody to throw to, bro.
Well, I had to ask.
I just deceived. I did a lot of research on you, John, and I never saw that nowhere.
That's what it is.
No, but in all honesty, the Bills Mafia is probably one of the greatest fan bases because this isn't the first time they've done this.
I think they get the number one spot. In all honesty, who else is doing what they do?
They throw people through on fire pong tables, cover themselves in mustard, and then go ahead and donate to charities. I mean, these are the greatest people on planet Earth.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Buffalo, bro.
Facts. But real quick question, and let me preface this by saying I love Lamar Jackson. I hope he shuts everybody up. I hope he goes on to win 200 Super Bowls and 3,000 MVPs. I hope he is. He's a great kid, and I love him.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. I mean, he's silenced a bunch of haters up until now, but once he gets over that mountaintop, like, what are you going to tell him now?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he did. He shut up a lot of haters, about the whole one and done scenario.
Yeah.
He got out of the first round. But mechanically and watching the game, it's hard to watch him as a pocket passer. And as a football person, we're starting to see a pattern emerge where if you can shut his legs down and force him to pass, you'll win a large percentage of the time.
Hey, man, all I know, though, January 18th, he's got until September 7th to get better at that. So I could see, like, he might really put an emphasis on it, especially because he knows the teams are scheming for him. He might put a bunch of emphasis on just what people aren't expecting from him. So I'd honestly look out for another really good year from him, man.
Yeah, if they can go in the draft and they got Hollywood Brown.
Yeah,
they can go in the draft and get that second. You got a reinvented Dez that's like almost 75 years old. But if they go out and they get another receiver to help them, they could potentially do. I mean, the run game is fine the way it is.
Yeah.
The defense is solid. They need someone other than Hollywood because Hollywood Brown is just a deep threat. He's not that guy that's going to be hitting digs and getting hit by linebackers.
Right.
Fair. Yeah, man.
So
good points we got.
Yeah. So we're going to move right into probably that late game was big too, but Chiefs-Browns. Chiefs win 22-17, and obviously the big story here is the non-helmet-to-helmet call late in the second quarter. What's your feelings about that, man?
One of my closest friends here, she's a Chiefs fan. She came and watched the game with us, and we're just sitting there like once Mahomes got up, and then Cleveland started getting momentum, bro, and then that one calling that helmet to helmet, it was just like a balloon just dissipated. It was just all the momentum and motivation like in the room was just gone. I feel like I was like, damn, like that's not even something that you can like scheme for. That's just so unlucky. And like coaches will tell players not to reach because it's just such a dumb rule that still exists. I think the rules committee is going to get rid of that this offseason.
Really?
I
disagree with you.
I agree with him, and I've been watching all day. I think they will get rid of it. I understand. Coaches are going to be diehard to be like, don't reach. And I was having this argument with Zach in the parking lot this earlier when he was smoking a cigarette. Yes, coaches are going to preach and teach, don't reach. As a player, as a competitor, as a winner, You are on the 1 yard line. I am reaching. I'm putting my body out there and trying to put my team with a minute and a half left in the second quarter to go into half down only by 3. I'm putting it all out.
Yeah, I'm also saying because the rules committee doesn't do shit unless it happens in the playoffs.
True. So I'll take that argument there.
Because they redefined what a catch was. Dez called it, by the way.
Yes, he did.
They redefined what a catch was off of that Dez incident, and wasn't it like a Zach Ertz incident in the Super Bowl too? Like,
yes.
Yeah, against the Patriots. Terrible. Oh well, but.
Oh yeah. This guy.
The rules committee only steps in like that and does big things when it happens and messes up something in the playoffs. So I would look for something like that, honestly, this offseason.
So I'll agree that they may because of that, but 2 things. A, get your grip strength up. Don't fumble the fucking ball. It's that easy. All right?
I mean, it was a helmet to helmet. It was. He led with the. It was a helmet to helmet. He led with the helmet.
It was. Yeah.
He led with the helmet.
It was a total. It should have been a call for sure, and I'm not disagreeing that. But and my second thing is that every call, just about every call in the book, is designed to help the offense in some way, shape, and form. And I get it. Fantasy football is a big thing. It drives revenue. I get it. This is one of like 10 rules that gives the benefit of the doubt to the defense.
Yeah.
Fair. And come from somebody who plays defense, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I love.
They fumble the ball out of bounds on any other part of the field. It's theirs. We're talking about 2 8-yard sections that the defense gets the benefit of the doubt on.
I would I would agree for all. I think all 3 of us agree. Obviously, you're playing D-line right now.
Yeah, man.
I would say Zach prefers the D-line over the O-line.
Yes, because I don't get blitzed all the fucking time.
And I definitely prefer being a corner or safety over the receiver. And because I just love the hard hits. Back in the 80s and 90s, that is a good play.
That's how we grew up playing, yeah.
That's a good play. Now, player safety, which she was fine.
It should have been a call. According to the rules, it should have been a call, but my beef is with Browns fans who sit there and blame the whole game on that. Bro, you had 2 quarters. You had 30 minutes to do your fucking job. Patrick Mahomes even got hurt. You had fucking anything is possible out there.
Yeah.
You still didn't get the job done.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, man, that whole call, that whole non-call, it's something that we've seen in the playoffs a lot, though, because with Robbie Colvin a couple of years ago, man,
yeah,
same kind of thing happened with no call.
Whole different season.
Yeah.
Different season.
I don't know.
In all honesty, I lean towards let them play, especially in the
during the playoffs. Yeah, let them play.
Don't let calls interfere with the game. You know, that's how I lean. And again, if this is within the 4th quarter with 20 seconds left, I might swing the other way. But this was in the 2nd quarter with 1:40, 1:30. You had plenty of time to do your fucking job, and you didn't. The Browns just got beat by a better team.
That's true. I mean, even without Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs are still better than the Browns, man. Like,
Chad Henne even threw an interception, only up by 5.
That thing was good up front, bro. That was bad. We were sitting there. We saw him go deep, and I was like, how much you want to bet this gets picked off? And oh boy, and I was like, told you.
You could see it by the way the safety just sat down.
Yeah.
I mean, the receiver, I don't even, was it Hill on the outside? Never even,
no, it was, I think it was Hardman.
Nicole Hardman, yeah. Didn't even, look up for the ball. He knew it was overthrown, and he was just in a dead sprint to try and catch it. Yeah. You know, and the safety just literally sat there and waited for a punt. That's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro. Chad Henne, he gave a lot of people from Kansas and Missouri, he gave him some heart palpitations, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, look, so I lived in Missouri, not a Chiefs fan.
If they would have lost that because of Chad Henne, he would have had to move out of Kansas City.
I know a lot of Chiefs fans who were shitting themselves, bro. Yeah. A lot of Chiefs fans.
Absolutely, bro.
But credit to Andy Reid, he came back 4th and inches, and he runs that, I guess you could call it a flood, 2-9, trips right, 2 9s, and a quick dig outside. So credit to him still riding on Chad Henne on it.
Yeah, bro. I mean, to make that call, you gotta have balls of steel, bro. You gotta have some cheeseburgers down there, man.
He has plenty of cheeseburgers.
I'm telling you, bro, that was gutsy as hell.
Now we got the Bucks Saints. Obviously, we
Oh,
know you were a huge Patriots, Tom Brady rider. Oh, you said he was Patriots.
Hey, listen, my cousin actually plays for the Bucks. I ain't gonna lie to him.
Bucks win. I'm mad about this because I put a bet and all my teams won, and I needed the Saints to win or lose by 4, so they screwed me up.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep halfway drunk because it pissed me off that much. Bucks win 30-20. Breeze just ends up having, like, if it is going to be his last game, a really bad way to go out. And Brady had an okay game that defense pulled out the win.
That Bucks defense was ridiculous last night, man.
2 questions. 1, do you think Breeze is done after this season?
I think he is.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
I agree, but
No, yeah. 2, is Brady winning another Super Bowl?
All right, so for the first one, I think Drew Brees is done because coming from a football player, bro, the look in his eyes when he ran off that field was
That's what we.
that was the same look I had when I knew I wasn't playing another snap of high school football, bro. That was the same. I know exactly what he felt, man.
That's exactly what I call that. Before we get to that second part real quick, that's exactly what I was telling Hector before we hopped on, because we were discussing stuff pre-production. And I was like, bro, the way he turned around going into the tunnel and that one look at the Superdome, that last time, that's not a I'll see you next season. That was a goodbye. That was it.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. Is Brady getting another ring?
He's got to go to Wisconsin.
He's got to go to Lambeau, bro.
You out of your mouth, you just said that defense was stinging. It was dripping.
It was, but I feel like going to Lambeau out in the elements is way different than going down to New Orleans.
Brady does know how to play in the cold.
Brady knows how to play in the cold, but the rest of them Tampa boys know how to play in the cold as well. Tom Brady can't win the damn game. Tom Brady's not out on the field playing actively against Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady it's a chess match with them. Who the hell gonna cover it? Well, nah, because Mike Thomas got shut down. But I feel like Devontae Adams is a different beast, though.
Talk to me about Slant Boy. I don't want to hear shit about Slant Boy. I hate Michael Thomas.
Zach is a firm hater, number 1 hater on the Michael Thomas. He doesn't even call him by Michael Thomas.
Slant Boy.
He calls him Slanty McSlant Boy.
I'll never hate on another man who's making money off his craft, especially like that.
Fair
but
point.
All I'm saying is Devontae Adams is a different MFer, bro. He's a different person. He's a different beast, bro. And that Packers offense is much more multiple and versatile than the Saints was, because the Saints played that game offensively scared as hell, and it showed.
Yep. So here's my thing about that. So Todd Bowles, former head coach of the Jets, defensive coordinator for the Buccaneers, sold out for the slant, sold out for hooks and slants and underneath coverage. It's why Jameis Winston was able to throw that fucking bomb for 56 yards to the end zone.
We were talking smack to one of my roommates who's a big Saints fan. Like, they put Jameis Winston in there because Drew Brees couldn't throw it that far.
That's hysterical.
Anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't sell out like that against Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this dude is throwing Hail Marys 70 yards, a flick of his wrist falling backwards, pinpoint accuracy to the back corner of the end zone. You can't. I don't know if they can cover that kind of.
I don't either. But thankfully, I'm not in the position to make that decision. So whatever happens, I'm gonna watch it. Am I gonna criticize it? Probably.
Probably.
Hell no. But I'm excited to see that game, and I just want it to be one of those like heart stopper games. I want it to be real good. I don't care. I got no investment in these playoffs. I just want to see some crazy shit go down. Like in that Saints game last night, we were looking around, and a couple times we were sitting in the room, we were just like, "Wow, bro!" Like, especially when Drew Brees threw that first pick. That was everybody was jumping in here. That was crazy.
I mean, he was 3 picks, almost went for pick 6.
He literally, like last year, they thought about Tom Brady possibly retiring. He goes out, throws a pick 6 to end that game in the playoffs.
Right.
And then he comes out. I'm thinking Drew Brees does the same thing. Like, no way. I'm not going out throwing 3 picks in the playoffs. I'm playing one more season.
Who knows, man?
But Drew Brees, I think, sadly, is going to go the way of Brett Favre. Is going to go the way of...
What, coming back?
No, I don't mean that, but I mean of Hall of Fame caliber quarterbacks that only won 1 Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Outside of their miracle post-Hurricane Katrina season, he would be the current-day Dan Marino.
Yeah.
And I love Dan Marino, but let's not pretend here. You know, it's a shame. And, you know... And I agree with you. Of course, I'm happy that I'm not in that position and I'm not talking shit. But or I definitely will talk shit because that's exactly what we do here. You know, but it's. I just hope for a good game, and I think we're going to get something crazy. I like Todd Bowles as a defensive coordinator. I love Bruce Arians. Matt LaFleur has grown on me, and I genuinely don't know any of the coordinators for the Packers.
All right, so before we wrap this up.
Yes,
we're going to hit the last topic. Predictions for the next matchups. We got the Bucks and the Packers. Who do you got?
Bucks and Packers, man. Damn, I could say this and be so wrong.
Can't we all?
But we said what we said on this show. We said what we said.
Hey, bro. Honestly, though, I think Brady takes a trip up to Lambeau and gets sent back down to Tampa by Aaron Rodgers, bro. I don't think anybody stopping Aaron Rodgers right now, bro. I really do.
The first half.
You had me, yeah. I was going
like I can't not give Brady a chance because like this championship weekend football.
That man makes it again.
But hey, if he makes it though, what does that do for Belichick?
Man, don't.
Okay, we're gonna have to bring you back on next time.
Hey man,
To answer that question.
There's gonna be a part 2 to that.
Yo, facts. But no, and that's the problem, right? Like both of these quarterbacks, how do you bet against them? Like how do you put smart money against Tom Brady? How do you put smart money against Aaron Rodgers?
Exactly.
That's why I'll be betting. That's why I'll be betting on games, and because the NCAA don't let me, they fry my ass. But
I was gonna say I would offer you, you know, some payment for your services to help us, you know, with our social media and stuff like that. I know. I'm sure you're excited for next year, though. Hopefully.
Oh, hell yeah! If that gets passed, bro. Oh my goodness, I'm about to. Listen.
So Hector's not a big NCAA fan. He's not a big college person. So to fill him in California, I think is where it started. But they're starting to let players profit off of their likeness.
Yeah, because I
don't back NCAA football.
Yeah, I don't own my name, image, or likeness. Terrible. I don't know how that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're out there making, you know, especially
they're making the schools shit ton of money.
Right.
But not letting the guy, like, especially the dudes like John, dudes that, you know, that go to the NFL, top prospects, those guys that want to really put their names out there. So, I mean, if the schools are already throwing their jerseys out in the fucking campuses, why can't they get a share, a portion?
It's not even that. It's just like, look, any people who live near me could get 10,000 followers, put their Venmo and make $100 or $2.
Yeah.
Just for doing nothing. You can have certain people who like to show off their bodies in a certain way, pulling a whole shit ton of money for no reason. But for me, making quality content, being inclusive towards a community that needs it, and that other people like haven't really tried to step into it, try to start a whole movement in this realm of like what it means to like be a big dude, but like also improve yourself and be healthy. I can't see any bread to like put back into my content and improve it. Like, it's tough, man. It's tough, but we follow the rules because at the end of the day, this thing goes away. I'm still a football player. If this football thing goes away, I'm still a student. And
it's not human being in this world.
Yeah, for sure. And before we get into the Chiefs Bills, whenever they let you profit, you know, we'll definitely be the first one to buy a Seaton jersey, bro. We got that.
Appreciate it, bro.
We just started promoting some of our own merchandise. We got our mugs.
There you go.
With some sweatshirts and stuff. We're definitely going to shoot you out a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
That's a big step, man. Congratulations, guys.
thank you, man. We're growing.
Definitely going to reach out to you when we get the sweatshirts made, and we're going to shoot you out one.
Big facts.
Hey, I gotta buy it. I can't even take free stuff.
Too bad.
I'll still buy it.
It's too late. I know where you live.
It's just the package that was dropped off to the wrong house.
Oh, I'll spend some bread. I like even in general. I like supporting like people who actually I mess with, who take the time out of their day to come talk to me. So I'll definitely support.
Hell yeah,
Man, I appreciate it. But let's before we run too late on time, let's get into these Bills and Chiefs, man. Talk to me. Who you got?
Patrick Mahomes is back to his normal self, bro.
That's
Who the hell stopping the Chiefs? Who the hell stopping the Chiefs? I understand that Bills defense is real
The
good.
Bills is the only team in the AFC that can.
Bills are the only team in the AFC that can. But if Patrick Mahomes is back and he's playing with a vengeance, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
All right, so I'll give you.
If it's Chad Henne, we gonna see the Bills in the Super Bowl for sure.
All right, so that's your official shot. If Patrick Mahomes is in, Chiefs win. If it's Chad Henne, the Bills win.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Because I don't see any way that Chad Henne's handling that Bills defense. I don't see any way
the Chiefs either way.
Take the Chiefs either way.
Taking the
Anything is possible, man.
He threw 1 5-yard flat route. Relax. Relax.
Game managers. Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl.
Get out my house. Get out my man cave. Shut up.
Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring, and Dan Marino does not. You don't need to be a star.
And Trent Dilfer also judges 17-year-old high school quarterbacks for a living.
I'm going to shock John even more. I'm saying Bills, even if Patty is in the game, because I don't think he's 100%, and the Bills are going to rock him into some type of Patty Mahomes that we don't know, a scary Patty Mahomes about his injury.
Oh, no.
I'm saying Bills go out. They're going to rock that team. They're going to pull out a good victory. Bills take it like 35-24.
What did he say? What? Are you kidding me, bro?
Yep. I said what I said.
I would take a brain-dead Patrick Mahomes over every quarterback in the league. That man has instincts.
Okay. In my defense,
You're retarded?
In my defense, who helped me with my fantasy? Stephon fucking Diggs. Who helped me with my pick'em? The Buffalo Bills and Stephon Diggs. Who helped me win that challenge you did at your house? The Buffalo Bills. Oh my God,
John,
it's like a trend.
Sorry. We've let Hector win this year because he's like your little brother that's not all the way there. So you kind of want to include him. So we let him win a lot this season. And
talking about the guy that did you make the playoffs? No.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey man. All I'm gonna say is that might be the worst take I've heard in a long time.
Oh, come on!
We know what we're talking about.
You too.
Patrick Mahomes is the most talented quarterback ever. He's not the greatest, he's not the best, but he is the most naturally talented person who has ever played the quarterback position ever. Okay. And you're gonna say that he's gonna get blown out when it matters most. He's already showed that he could play when it matters, bro. He's already showed that even he can utilize the people around him, even if he's not himself going off when it matters most, man. Patrick Mahomes can game manage, but I can tell you one thing, he can sure as shit game manage a whole lot better than Chad Henne can.
Well, true.
I'm just saying my man Josh Allen is going to go out there. The team is healthier. Patty Mahomes is not ready for this. And I don't even think he's supposed to be ready with his concussion protocols for the game. They're going to loophole his ass to be able to play.
Well, yeah.
And if he gets hit the wrong way, it is over. The Bills are going to – they're not going to pull a Browns and not ride Patty Mahomes getting knocked out of the game.
I'm going to need to put you on this later. John, I want to give you a couple of minutes or however long you feel like you want to take. Plug your social medias, plug what you got to plug. I know that you can't really plug merchandise or making money. I know we just talked about that, but I want people to follow you. I want all of our listeners to be a part of the Big Boy Council, and whenever you can make money off of whatever you want to make money off of, I want them to follow us and getting you your bread.
I appreciate that. All right, so if you want to reach me on TikTok, it is at John Seaton. It is spelled as it is in this call. It's JONSEATON. No spaces, no capitals, no nothing. Type in John, it might come up. On Instagram, it is SEA76N. Go hit me up on there. I be in my DM sometimes. Yeah, man. And then I guess YouTube, everything is it's also SEA76N. Gonna start putting up some game day vlogs there soon. That'll be real fun to see. And everybody go give a quick. This probably the most important one. Go follow that Elon football account. Go follow at Elon FB, bro. That social media team here works damn hard, bro. And they've been trying to grow. So I mean, at that point, yeah, man, that's all I got. That's all I got today.
All right, guys. So that was John Seaton. You know, like we said before, definitely, and like he said, definitely go like, follow, share his socials. On TikTok, social media, YouTube.
If you can find him on Snapchat, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Follow every part of his social.
Yeah.
And ours.
Yes, and ours. Obviously, we got to plug Breaking Down the Tape. I've got some interesting ideas for Twitter and Instagram and stuff coming up in the future where we can provide you different forms of content on each social media. So, you know, again, thank you to John for coming on here. We had a blast. Great kid.
Thank you again. The Pops trophies.
Yeah.
Love the plaque.
Let me give you a little zoom.
Hopefully we can
boom,
fix our camera zoom and you can see the plaque a little better. I might actually blow it up, get a bigger one.
Yes.
I said what I said. We got a nice logos, merch coming through. Look out for more merch. Sweatshirts, t-shirts.
Yeah, guys.
Whatever you guys want.
Breaking Down the Tape at yahoo.com. Let us know. You know, so we're just super excited to be able to do the things that we're doing, and you guys make this all possible. So, you know, obviously, thank you. Dick Yingling, if you ever want to sponsor a segment, you're pretty much exclusively what we drink outside of like Spot and every now and then when we cheat.
And some Boston lagers up here and there.
Some is good.
But Yinglings are the way we roll.
Yeah, quite generally.
Also, guys, we Breaking Down the Tape have started a Super Bowl poll. We mentioned it before.
Yes.
Within the first 4 days, we sold over 60 boxes. They're $25 a box. There's only 18,
something like that. Yeah,
19 boxes left. Let's sell these boxes out. The pot. So you got 6 chances to hit. They're great pots. Each quarter, and there's 2 reverses. If you don't play, tell your friends, tell your families, let them come in.
Yeah, like Hector said, it's $25. First quarter and third quarter, you win $225. Second quarter, you win $450. Fourth quarter, you can win $900. The reverse, I think, is what, $125 and $325 or something like that.
$150 and $350.
Yeah, so you know,
and it's not betting; it's pure luck. We're gonna randomize the numbers in the boxes. People that know how to play pools, you know, educate your friends on how to go. It's just all pure fun and games between guys that just.
I'll be 100% upfront. You know, I'll show you the random number generator that I plan to use. Follow us for that.
Well, everything will be posted as on time with the game. It's for the Super Bowl. At the end of every quarter, we will post who that winner for that pot will be.
And speaking of, spam your friends, invite them all. If you enjoy what we do here, because we enjoy what we do here, let all your friends know. Definitely get them involved. A, and B, we may quite potentially have some plans to be hosting a virtual Facebook Live party for the Super Bowl so that you can party with us. Not official yet, but quite potentially something that we'll be doing if the legalities and logistics work out. So,
just a forewarning, you might see
penises.
Some shit and hear some shit that probably will be edited out at some point.
No, definitely not going to be edited, but not safe for work.
Yes,
but
don't let your
anyway,
kids watch this shit.
For sure, because I'm off on Monday mornings. So what could
I
happen
am also
next
off
is
on
gonna be
Monday mornings,
absurd.
and we both know what I part.
Yeah. So before we get too crazy on rants, something I think we should do from here on forward is, cheers to another good episode. Cheers to you guys. And stay tuned for what we got coming next. Next week, by the way, to give you a teaser, we will be hosting Jacked and Canned.
Hey!
So if you haven't listened
heard
to our episodes 2 with them, we got a regular and a bonus episode with them. If you haven't gone, shared, followed, reviewed, all of that good stuff.
There's some good guys from Connecticut. Awesome guys. They have Hey Pup Loom. Awesome guys that like to just shoot the shit like us.
We had a blast.
And we were on their episode a few weeks ago, so listen into that. Then come back next week.
Listen into that. We're going to be hosting them. We're going to only have championship games to talk about, so we're going to have plenty of
time. Football.
Yeah, plenty of time
key moments
to get drunk and have a good time. So join us for the party. Join them for the party. And till next time, guys, it's been a pleasure.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.